What's up guys, my name is Volodymyr and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna watch some videos of puppies and kittens being cute and adorable. Oh my god! Okay, Jesus. Okay guys, for those who don't know, Bold and Bankrupt, he's a YouTuber, he does premiere vlogs, I think. I don't know a lot about him. I watched one of his videos a year ago about how to learn the Russian language. Obviously. That's what Russian speakers like to do, watching someone else telling them how to learn Russian. And since a lot of people also have asked me, Vlad, how to learn Russian language, and I have no idea how to do that, go and watch that video. He basically says that you don't have to learn grammar at all. The main thing to do is to learn vocabulary.
So my tip and how I made great progress was just deciding, that's it. I am not going to learn the grammar. I'm just going to learn vocabulary. And ever since I did that, I made rapid and fast progress.
And also guys, not a lot of people who watch my videos subscribe to my channel. So if you like this video, consider subscribing or I'm gonna come to your house and you're not gonna like it, you understand? And click the like button for YouTube algorithm, it helps the channel. So this particular video is about him visiting Belarus. Why I chose this video is because I haven't been to Belarus and I don't know a lot of things about Belarus. Much less than about Ukraine obviously or Russia. We learned on this channel that Belarus, Ukraine and Russia, these are ancestry countries from Kievan Rus, the country that existed 1,000 years ago. And Ukrainian language and Belarusian language are very similar. They share about 80% of vocabulary. Google it, I don't remember how much, but it's very similar. And I haven't met a lot of Belarusian people in Canada, which is interesting enough. There are a lot of Russians, tons of Russians, a lot of Ukrainians, tons of Ukrainians. And I met just one Belarusian who's my therapist. That's it, just one. That's it. Why? I don't know. Maybe Belarus is such a wonderful country and no one wants to leave. But yeah, also I want to see how Belarus is similar to Ukraine, and I want to point out to you similarities between Ukraine and Belarus. And maybe I'll learn a couple things. Maybe not, I don't know. So yeah, let's just begin.
You are not going to believe how cheap Belarus is. So this is what I've ordered.
First of all, oh my god guys, I miss this so much. Like, this is a normal lunch. You can't buy something like this in Canada. I mean, if you go to North York in Toronto or Vaughan, there are probably restaurants, Ukrainian or Russian restaurants where you can buy something like this. But where I live, in Northern Ontario, nah. I miss it so much, and whenever I come back home, I always try to eat. This is basically borscht, salad, tomatoes, bread, vodka, 2 cutlets, and mashed potatoes. Ugh, classic. So good. I'm just looking at this and I'm melting.
Soup. You can
borscht.
See there. I've ordered salad. I've ordered...
I mean, borscht is soup, but it's like calling poutine French fries. You get it, right?
My main course, beef steaks and mashed potato.
Beef steaks. They're not beef steaks. It's a little bit different, but whatever. Oh, actually, maybe... No, it's more like a hamburger. It's not like burgers. But it's made from ground beef, ground onions, ground potatoes, ground bread. What else? Eggs. That's how it's done. So good. I haven't been home because of the whole situation in about more than a year. I miss the food so much.
I've got bread. Tomatoes I've shown you, and the piece de resistance. I've got a bottle of locally brewed Dobrush vodka.
Berezovskaya kapel. Haven't had that.
Yeah, let's start. This is village life in Belarus. It doesn't get any cheaper.
Village.
I don't know exactly what the bill's going to be. We're going to find out.
I just want to compare to Ukrainian prices, and I assume if it's a village, in my city, I'm from Kharkiv, which is the second biggest city in Ukraine, this would cost... On a high end, in my city, in a big, over 1 million population people, this would cost probably 9 Canadian dollars. So maybe like 7 American dollars. And let's say it's a village, so it might be cheaper. In Ukraine, might cost $4 or $5. That's my guess. I don't know about Belarus. If he says it's the cheapest country, he's been to Ukraine, maybe it'll be 3-4.
I guarantee that it's not more than $5. You tell me where you get that quality, where you get this quality of food for that price anywhere else in Europe, maybe anywhere else in the world. All right, listen, guys. This is Belarus. This is how we do it. Cheers. I've got my mate here. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he's going to drink with me.
Cheers.
Let's do it. Okay, let me start off by showing you guys, this is what real borscht looks like. Look at that redness. And then in Belarus, they put in something called smetana, which is like sour cream.
I mean, not only in Belarus, people do that also in Ukraine and Russia. But I don't like putting sour cream in borscht. It's super controversial, guys. It's super controversial. I don't like sour cream in my borscht. In my family, everyone does that, right? My grandparents, my parents, everyone does it. But I don't like it. Just, in my opinion, it messes up the taste of borscht, of beets, of cabbage. It messes it up, and I don't like it personally, but a lot of people do that. Most of the people do that.
I mean, look at that. That is a typical Belarusian dish, and I've got to tell you, it's bloody delicious. I mean, look at those colours. Look at that richness of colour.
Oh yeah.
I like that. My mate loves it. He's a bit of an aficionado of borscht. Loves the stuff. Can't get enough. So, all right, let's eat this, and then afterwards we'll come to the cutlets. They look a bit dodgy, a bit ropey, but it should be all right.
Yeah, I think the quality is, it looks okay. Even mashed potatoes looks good. Mashed potatoes looks pretty good. And the cutlets, I miss those.
Bit greasy. That's okay, don't matter.
They're supposed to be greasy.
All right, we're almost done with the soup. Let's move on to the second course, which is some kind of meat I don't recognise. And potato. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be delicious.
It could be done either with ground pork, ground beef, ground chicken. The price would depend also on the quality of the meat.
I'll tell you the truth. I've never had a bad meal in Belarus. That's a fact. Everywhere I've been, it's been bloody good. Bit of the old mashed potato. Not wrong with that. It's cooked this open. I don't know exactly what it is. It's some kind of like mince.
Mint?
Fried in a pan.
It's good.
Yeah, it's fried in a pan.
Bloody hell, that's good food, mate. That is good.
Oh, I miss it.
Let's get some vodka down us. To a great adventure in the provinces of Belarus.
Indeed.
Not many people come in.
And to many more.
Let's do it. That meat and potato is so good, I'm going to order another portion. Две порции? No, нет.
Cafe Огонек. Stereotypical name of the cafe. Огонек.
Только для меня. Одну тарелку. Ну, как было. Вот. Спасибо.
Oh, his Russian is pretty good. I mean, he has an accent, obviously. It's impossible not to have, but he speaks very good.
While I'm waiting for the food, let me show you around this place. This is a traditional stolovaya. We would call it in Russian a stolova, which means canteen, basically. And so this will be the canteen for the workers in the village who work on the farm. And in the evening time, you can see the TV and the disco lights. In the evening time, the village will come together here and have a little bit of a party in the disco. Let me show you outside.
It's not modern architecture, and he mentioned he's in a village, right? I'm sure this building looked like this 50 years ago. I mean, it's been renovated, but it's not very modern.
I want to show you the building. This building was built, this is proper old Soviet built.
Yes.
Everything's covered in bathroom tiles in the Soviet Union. I don't know why that was such a popular design. But let me show you. I'm in a little village in the middle of nowhere called Terekhovka. This is the building. This is the old Soviet mock palace type thing with the old columns, you know.
Парикмахерская фея. Where I'm from, where I live, in my neighborhood, we also have Parikmahirskaya, it's a hair salon. Feya, it's fairy. And we have the same name.
And this is the town of Terekhovka. Let's have a little look around. It's a one-horse town, literally. Здравствуйте.
One.
Красивый город ваш. Маленький, но красивый. Да?
Wait, how did you...
Маленький, но красивый. Да?
It's pretty good. His Russian is pretty good.
Из Англии.
He's from England.
Я просто здесь, я хочу показать люди. Да, из Англии, Лондон именно. Но я хочу
London, exactly.
показать мои друзья, Ваня, как ваш маленький город. Я сейчас кушаю, и ваш, Поселок, конечно, да. Небольшой город, но все равно, я думаю, что все для достаточно для жизни есть практически. Да? Хорошего вам, ну, счастья здесь живут.
Спасибо.
Да?
He basically says that he is showing to his friends the city or the town, and he wishes her all the best. And the way he speaks, that's what he said. You don't have to, like, she understands him perfectly, I assume, and I understand him. But he does some, not a lot, but some grammar mistakes, and it doesn't matter because people understand the context, and that's the most important. If you want to talk like a native, you're probably gonna learn for a while, but if you want to be understood, you don't necessarily have to learn all the grammar.
Хорошо. До свидания.
До свидания, goodbye.
Such nice people here in Belarus, you know. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Belarusian people have a reputation as being very cold, or Russian people have a reputation, Slavic people, as being cold and unfriendly.
Sorry, I'll interrupt. Also, I want to mention that he spoke Russian and she spoke Russian as well. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. So why, if there is a Ukrainian language or there is a Belarusian language, why you speak Russian? I can't say about Belarusians, but I can say about Ukrainians. A lot of Ukrainians speak on day-to-day basis Ukrainian language. But I, for example, from eastern part of Ukraine, I speak Russian, even though I know Ukrainian. So I assume a lot of Belarusians are as well. Yeah, and I just wanted to point out that he spoke Russian, not Belarusian.
Man, that is so far from the truth, you wouldn't believe it. They are the friendliest people you can meet in Europe.
Yeah.
No better people than Belarusians and Russians and Ukrainian. Anyway, the cafe now is called Cafe Agonyok.
Agonyok.
It's a government cafe. Let's go back in and eat more food, because I'm hungry.
Agonyok is like a small fire, like a flicker, like a small fire. I don't know how to say.
Again, my second portion of this today. Well, that's the vodka polished off.
Yeah, you know what? And what bothers me about Canada also, that there are not a lot of places with healthy foods. And for example, this meal, in my opinion, is very healthy. And when I go home and I go downtown, I can find in an instant something like this. Even though this is a village, but I can find in a big city meal like this. In Toronto, it's better than here where I live in Northern Ontario. But if I go to the mall, I can't find anything like this. Downtown in this city also, it's either restaurants and I have to pay like $30-40 for a good meal. And in Ukraine, I also can find expensive restaurants and also not very expensive, like cantinas like this or cafes.
So let's go and get ourselves another bottle. Vodka in this country costs pennies, and I mean literally pennies.
Yeah.
It's like 50p for a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, a lot of people ask why people drink so much, because it's cheap.
150 такая самая.
Слишком много, я думаю.
Wait, what?
150 такая самая.
Слишком много, я думаю.
150, the same. I'm so bad at recognizing the speeches, but he says, hey, it's enough, I don't want to get drunk.
Не хочу слишком много быть пьян, спасибо. Alright, we got...
He speaks so cute. Я не хочу слишком много быть пьян. I wouldn't talk like this. And yeah, also, I think there's also a stereotype that Eastern Europeans don't like foreigners. I don't think it's true. The people that I've met in my city in Ukraine, my friends, we would talk to foreigners. Most of the people, they're very welcoming, in my opinion. And it feels like home. Gee, I'm watching this and it's like nostalgia, just... I can't.
Here, one called... Well, I'm going to let you into a little secret about me. Which is, although I speak Russian to a reasonable, as you just seen, to a reasonable level, I don't read Russian. I read Russian capital letters, but not the smaller script. So that says Zvier.
Zvier, it's a beast. Beast.
Zvier. Zgier. Esgier. Honestly, I have no bloody idea. All right, I'm going to finish off this vodka. Let's have a toast. Let's have a toast to...
And again, you see what he says? He can't even read. I assume it's because he traveled a lot, right? And he just learned language by speaking, which is very interesting. Because I didn't do that with English. I learned English grammar since I was 4 years old until I was, I don't know, till now. Even I'm still learning, but he even can't read, and people ask me how to learn Russian. Go watch his channel, he knows. I think.
What should we toast to? Let's toast to Belarus. It's a great country, and not many people know about it, which is a shame. People are good, it's cheap as chips. I recommend everyone visit it at some point in their life. Alright,
yeah.
so Belarus.
Wait.
Let's get the bill and get out of here.
I'm actually very curious how much it would cost. As you remember, I said $3-4 for this village, maybe 4-5.
Спасибо, молодой человек. Очень вкусно. Удачи.
Thanks, young fella. This was very delicious. Good luck.
So then, just had our meal. We had so much. We had bottles of vodka. We had, pardon my French, I'm a little bit drunk. I had 2 bottles of vodka. This is our bill, me and my mate. We had so much food, so much drink, and the total bill came to...
He had so much. It can be $5, $6. But it's a village. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But under 15, 100%.
How much did the total bill come to?
18 rubles 50 cents.
18 rubles, which is like... What would that be in normal money? $8?
$8 approximately.
So a meal for 2 in the provinces, including 2 bottles of vodka, salt and juice and
$8.
steaks and mashed potato and salads and breads and soups, came to about $8 total for 2 people.
That's awesome.
You don't get better than that.
You know, it's actually funny. When I go back to Ukraine, obviously I earn money here, right? And I go back and it's like, oh, everything's so cheap, and I start spending money. I usually go for 1 month. At the end of the month, I'm like, well, I've spent $1,000. It's just everything's so cheap, and I'm spending and spending and spending, and at the end it's like, oh my, how did I spend $1,000 again?
It's been an adventure. It's been an adventure. By the time to go back to go.
If you have noticed, the trees are painted white. I'm not gonna tell you why.
The bright lights of the city. All right, see you later.
To be honest, the village itself doesn't look different from Ukrainian villages, maybe Russian villages, because it was all part of USSR, and I can see a lot of USSR Soviet type of architecture. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to click the like button for YouTube algorithm, and see you tomorrow. Пока-пока.